I'm Jenny for Tumusicahoy from Argentina. Very nice to meet you. First of all, congratulations for everything that's coming for you now. It's a crazy year for you. We wanted to know, how do you divide your time with all the things you have going on? The recording of the music, the clothing brand and everything, the touring.
This is an amazing question.
Good question. We've had a long day.
I bet.
I'm gonna say with very meticulous planning
That's great.
and schedule and calendar
Sophie loves schedules
and lists.
and I don't.
So you're very different.
We're very different.
Yeah, we're definitely very different. But we manage because
we get it done.
We get it done. We love what we do. Like I would say the vast majority of the things that we do give us energy. So that helps a lot. It's not like it's draining, And
yeah, it's all exciting. And we have a great team around us helping us with so much stuff. Yeah, we just try to focus on what we're doing and do it to the best of our ability. And yeah, it sort of differs what that is depending on what hour of the day.
Well, you're doing great. At least from here, it looks like you're doing great. We are all aware of Novo Fogo, but for the people that are unfamiliar, maybe do you want to talk a little bit about this in your own words? What is it?
Yeah, so Novo Fogo is a brand that we just basically started being members of, and it's a cachaça brand. So they make cachaça in a distillery in a place called Moheches, which we're actually going to go to in a couple of days and go learn everything that we can. And what's really cool, it's cachaça. It's like zero waste, carbon negative. They are really, really sort of like thoughtful and intentional and conscious about the way that they're creating the cachaça. But they also have this preservation project called the Unendangered Forest. And they're basically, at the moment, they have 44 species of trees that they've figured out how to, help not be endangered. And so, yeah, they do so many things, like in addition to just, create cachaça, which I don't even drink, but I'm just so proud and excited to be part of this company.
Yeah, it's so great.
I love cachaça.
And moving to another planet, but the music again. How did it feel to be nominated for the Grammys?
So crazy.
Amazing.
I mean, it felt pretty different the two times. The first time, we had no idea it was even a possibility. We had no idea we were in the running. Mm-hmm. We were so shocked, and we were so young and new that it seemed like the most foreign thing ever. So that was like one of the craziest just what the fuck moments. And then the second time, we were more aware of it. We were hoping it would happen. And I woke up early to see if it was going to happen. And when it did, we were in Miami the second time, I remember. And we had a show, we had like a party that night, but I woke up early to see it. And then we were nominated, and we were so excited all day that by the time the show happened, I was so tired. Do you remember? Yeah. I was so drained at that show. It was like one of probably my worst DJ sets ever, because I was just all day I was just like calling everyone, being like, "Oh my God, what?" So yeah, that's how they're different in my memory.
Crazy moment. And what motivates you to create music, to keep creating and keep making and keep evolving as artists?
I mean, I find it to be a very sort of like virtuous cycle, like I find making music itself as a process usually very fun. And then I find performing the songs really fun. And then like the more that we perform, the more that then we want to create songs that then we want to perform. And then the more we create songs, the more that we want to perform them because we're excited about them.
You're missing a whole group in this loop.
What?
The loop. You're forgetting a full side of this loop, which is how when we see the impact it makes on people,
Yeah,
and on the world,
yeah,
and like in people's lives, and it was most visible like in the pandemic when we were live streaming, and it was helping people's mental health and like being positive and waking up in the morning, whatever it was, like those things I think inspire us so much to keep performing and making music and try to sort of spread the energy. Like what we feel like we do when we're touring is like we're like going and putting out energy in all these different places,
and then we get so much of it,
and we get it back.
Yeah.
But like it's such a positive, like I don't know, healing
like
energy in the room, or in the wherever we are in the arena, whatever, that makes me want to keep doing it because I feel like it actually is doing good in around the world if we can do that on bigger and bigger scales. And it does. We love doing it, so it's perfect.
And do you guys keep this in mind when you create your own music? Do you think about this, or I mean, how's your whole dynamic when you create or when you do your own music between you two, and between like the process itself? How is that for you?
I would say it depends on the song. Like sometimes we're making a song and we're like specifically thinking, okay, like this is the moment in the set where we want everyone to put their hands up and like it's just the clap, and like let's just have this like one phrase that everyone, no matter where they're from in the world, they'll be able to say it over and over again. And then sometimes it's like I'm just writing about my feelings because I'm feeling it, like it totally depends.
Yeah.
But sometimes, we definitely write with that in mind. And other times it's the reverse, but then it still ends up being something that, people are singing back to us, which then is a crazy feeling because you're like, whoa, there's just one experience that I had that was actually kind of like isolating. And now it's this thing that's connecting me with all these people.
We know that you're coming to Argentina, which we are very excited about. You have a whole like festival season coming. How do you feel about the Lollapalooza and playing festivals?
So exciting.
We wanted to do this Lollapalooza tour around South America. We did Sao Paulo once in like 2018 or 2019, I don't know, something like that. And we were dying to do the other ones, but we didn't get them at the time. And this year, when we got news that we were getting to come to, Chile and Buenos Aires, and we were just like beyond excited. Neither of us have ever been to the country.
And we want to know, everyone watching this wants to know, what's next for you? What are your next plans after the whole touring and the season, the festival season, everything?
That never stops.
Yeah. I mean, festival season's just starting for us because we've got like all these Lollapaloozas in March, and then in April we have Coachella. We're playing this very like iconic venue called Red Rocks. We're playing a bunch of headline festivals, festivals all over the US, festivals all over Europe, like throughout, the spring and the summer. And we're going to be releasing music throughout that time too. So we have a lot coming, and we're building a brand new show actually that, we're working on. And we're just constantly, I would say this amazing, like virtuous cycle of, getting inspired and motivated to do more. And
we've been writing a lot of music lately, including in Brazil while we've been here. And I think we're really excited for that to come out at some point. Hopefully this year, we'll see. But there's also some really exciting stuff lined up that is coming out, in the next few months. So
okay, so we have a lot of things going on.
We're definitely keeping it moving right now.
Yeah, I love that. Well, thank you guys so much for being here and for talking to us.